What is your title today in the company?
Today, I'm Chief Product Officer and Chief Marketing Officer, so I do product and marketing.
So you stayed in marketing.
Yeah, I always in the marketing area and always on products because that's what I do. But and now I can actually do that and primarily that. But like in the early stages, I would say I'm the chief shitty officer. Anything that is shitty, I'm doing. Anything that's falling through the cracks, I'm doing. Whatever.
You know
And
that's the
and I,
title of the CEO, yeah? Chief Everything Officer.
yeah, chief everything officer. And I think that's what's needed, and I really enjoyed. I very much enjoyed those early days where I was doing everything together, of course, with my co-founders, and we had a tiny team. We really start with the three of us and a few freelancers, and then start to grow and feels like a family. And then now we past the family stage, and it. And then you see also the challenge of the culture. Like we really pride ourselves for a long time to have a very flat hierarchy, a lot of space for people to operate. And as of sudden, we try to hold to that. But as of suddenly, our team starts saying, please give me hierarchy because this, there's total chaos here. And I'm like, no, I don't want hierarchy. We are the postmodern, post-pyramid organization. I read all the books about it. I don't want it. But it's still, they're like, no, I want a boss. I want somebody that I can, tell me what to do, approve. So unwillingly, we kind of start creating a bit of a pyramid. We now have Monday.com for process and planning. Like, a bit of a deja vu I'm having these days. But then after the day, the team needs it. And honestly, it's also important for us. Like, we're also in that phase that, as I think every entrepreneur knows, is cash is king, right? And knowing where it's spent is really important. And when we are at a certain stage, you don't know what people are doing anymore. You don't know where money is going. You don't know what projects are running. And a certain structure really helps there.
It's interesting that I'm learning that as more entrepreneurs I've been interviewing, the more books we read, the more chaos we create in our companies. We come back. This is a great idea. We're going to change everything. And that's why sometimes when we go to these EO events, they say, pace yourself, pick one thing. Don't change the whole company culture. And you come back, it's going to be flat. And people don't understand what we want from them. And they're like confused.
I had this book, which I love. I still love, I believe so much, Reinventing Organizations, which is, again, the post, after pyramid, there is a better structure, self-managing teams. And I'm like, this is my Bible. That's what I want. I had an analogy. Living corporate life is highly pyramid. I had an analogy. I don't want this anymore. But it still is really hard to implement. And it's really hard for people to also kind of accept it. Somehow I think society is built in a pyramid system and kind of we tend to follow that. Yeah. Interestingly enough.
It's also also a way of saying things. So if you have a manager, she's expected to manage, to take decisions under their umbrella of responsibility. Then if you go to self-management, what is interesting is you're expecting them to be a little bit of an entrepreneur, to make bigger decisions that might impact the bottom line. They will not say I'm a bad manager. They will say I'm not an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. I think we're misusing this word because if you need to take a decision, this is your budget, whatever, we'll support you. Self-management.
Yeah.
Okay, but if we say, what would you do? No, I'm out.
Exactly.
And I think that's a very interesting way to help people scale and grow because in the end, they will make decisions at work. They will make big decisions in life, right? Buy an apartment, get married, have kids, move to a different country, a lot of things. So I think it's very important.